Hey guys, it's Luke here from LT Gaming, and I'm back, and today I'm taking a look at an unexpected game that came out of the blue to excite my space fantasies. And no, not that type of fantasy, but my fantasy of exploring the vast beyond of the unexplored galaxy. And that game is SpaceBourne 2. But before we start, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of exciting content on the way, and if you like our videos, definitely hit the like button because it really helps the channel grow and gives us the right engagement. It also lets us know if we're making the right content, so make sure to engage with the channel guys and drop us comments. We appreciate all of the interaction. So let's have a quick summary of SpaceBourne Part 2, as I should call it. Basically, you embark on a journey to greatness, get ready for adrenaline-fueled battles and a chance to claim your place in the galaxy. Grab the controls of your ship, gear up for the fight, and unleash your ambition to conquer and build a new empire in the vastness of space. And to sum up, the game came out on the 17th of February 2023, kinda came out of the blue, I wasn't expecting it, and is currently rated very positive on Steam at an 82% rating of 556 reviews. So this game really surprised me, primarily because of the scope of its gameplay. From awesome space missions, defending stations, to intense dogfights. Well, the AI kinda sucks right now, but I could use my imagination. However, I will say it has been improved in patches that have come out since release. The transition between being in your ship to hovering above the station and the planet it orbits invokes a sense of wonder I haven't felt in some time. I found myself defending stations, taking down bandits, exploring systems, wandering through huge, awesome manned stations, and fighting in large-scale battles while trying to capture location points. The game is on an immense scope for a one-man development team, and let's repeat that, this is the development of one man. This ambition must be recognised and praised. I have to say, for this massive scope, the loading times in the game are really good, and some are very cleverly placed so the user doesn't even notice them. That sort of clever design is much appreciated in this game. So the key aspect of this game, of course, is space, and at this early stage it is absolutely superb. Visually impressive stations and planets, and a great feeling of awe and wonder as you explore your surroundings. I won't forget the first time I was in my suit outside of my ship, and I was docked at a station and I decided to fly above the station and take photos in the photo mode of a huge capital ship flying above me and this amazing planet below with my station silhouetted above it. Absolutely stunning and one of the best moments I've had in a space game in some time. Small details also like the warp effect really blew me away, and it has to be one of the best I've seen in a space game. So even at this early stage, there's a lot to do in space. You can join the different guilds, like the Mining Guild, the Freelancers Guild, and the Mercenary Guild, and carry out all of the missions that they have associated with them. You can explore to your heart's content, or you can just fly off and read about the history and the development of the ruling factions of the solar system that you are in. There's also the ability to explore different sectors using a rather convoluted tracking system, which I have worked out successfully, but hey, sometimes it's nice to have something different in the game that you haven't seen before, right? The ability to fit out and upgrade my ship with different parts and weapons and shield systems was also greatly appreciated, and I did enjoy that aspect of customization. Overall, the direction and scale of the space element of the game is absolutely going in the right direction. I'll never forget my first trip through a Stargate and that wonder at a new space game trying something different. And I honestly have to say that if the developer can improve a little bit on the space element, he is certainly onto a winner with this one. Not only can you enjoy the vast wonders of space in this game, but you're able to visit a number of locations planet-side. And for a game made by one developer, let me just say that is an achievement in itself. So essentially, I can leave my ship at any stage, I can fly out in my suit, and then I can use my drive to visit different places on a planet, and then get out on the planet and visit different structures and cities. And look, yeah, okay, the textures on the ground mode of the game aren't exactly brilliant, but hey, the ability that you can even do that blew my mind. The ground combat is really in the style of Mass Effect. It feels a little weak outside of the scripted missions, but it's still serviceable at this early stage. As I touched on, the textures on the land side of the game are quite poor and could do with improving, but once again, a one-man development team shouldn't be taken into account on this just yet. There was actually one particular story mission early on in the game which absolutely amazed me. I was coming through the atmosphere of the planet and the rain suddenly hit my cockpit, and it was so atmospheric. Honestly, one of the best moments I've had in gaming so far in 2023. It was quite the immersive experience, and one that even AAA titles have failed to capture. So I've praised the space element of the game and the ambition really of the planet side version of the game. Now let's touch upon the bad stuff. And look, the game is absolutely chock full of bugs, and bugs that will break your game and you have to reload. I've spent quite a bit of time on the Discord forum saying, help me here, I don't know what's happening, and people have jumped in and said, look, it's a bug, you have to, load back up your game and go from there. And yeah, they do break the game. I've seen missions trigger in the wrong place, ships fly through stations, and I've been suddenly trapped within an enclosed rock for no reason. I've never seen that in a game before. However, while that did annoy me at the time, I reloaded my game and it does save when you enter different systems, for instance, so I didn't lose too much progress. And I will say, in a recent patch, the dev added the ability to press escape and say that you're stuck, and it will save you from that situation. So he is actively working on those bugs, and many, many bug fixes have come even since the game was released. And as I said, any bug is normally fixed by a reload. But look, this is some of the pains of early access, some of the things you're going to have to deal with, and I'm not going to lie to you and say those bugs aren't there. It just didn't detract from the overall wonder and enjoyment of the game. Now, this is an early access game, so for me, I always caveat it with buyer beware. I did review in the early days of the channel some other space early access games, and they still aren't finished. And I praised those games at the time and encouraged people to go out and buy them. I'm going to say here, look, this game blew me away, but buy it at your own discretion. It's early access. However, I do believe that this developer is going to finish the game, as this of course is part 2, and he finished SpaceBourne, his first game, which I actually quite enjoyed and didn't realise I'd played 10 hours of, so there we go. My big appeal to the dev would be to make the game more immersive. A lot of the characters on the space stations come across as cardboard cutouts. I feel like the universe could feel more alive, and I know recently he added independent space stations in the latest patch, so that's great and looks like it's going in the right direction, but I definitely want my space game to feel like it's alive, so hopefully it will move in that direction. So let's conclude my thoughts on the game, and remember, this isn't a review or a should you buy. This is basically me just saying, if you're into trying out and taking a risk on early access titles, I would definitely be happy to recommend this one. And look, for €19.50 or your regional equivalent, you get a very ambitious space game with a dev who has proven he can finish a game previously. And hey, the game is really, really cool, and I've spent 20 hours in it so far. It's distracted me from a lot of other projects I should be working on, and Tom will get mad at me for that, but hey, what can you do? And I just thoroughly recommend taking a chance on this game. The people on the Discord are very friendly and have helped me with any issues, so that's always welcome. And hey, definitely go out and give this dev your money. I think he's going to make an absolutely brilliant product that can rival even the other big space franchises out there. One thing to note also is that despite playing 20 hours, I haven't advanced that far in the campaign because I've just gone off doing side missions. That will show you you'll definitely get value for money. That also means that in my 20 hours I haven't explored the ability to build an empire and build stations, for instance, which is in the late game. So what I will do is I will follow up with a part 2 to this, talking about some of the more late game content. So right everyone, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I've loved demonstrating this awesome game to you. There's plenty more to come on the channel, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.
Navigation is online.